Hi, I'm Anita, and today we're back in Twisted Wonderland for Cloud Calling on the Savanna Encore, your ultimate guide. So, we'll go through the guest room, we'll go through missions, we'll go through all that good stuff. But first, let's go through how long this event lasts. Oh, and the mirror. We'll go through the mirror. Almost forgot about the mirror, but this reminded me. Oh, oops. So a couple things actually before we get started. Some housekeeping, I guess you would call it. Don't worry, we'll get to more of the fun stuff, but this stuff is super important, especially if you want to pull for one of the characters in this game because, so right here first, the shop has been reset. So you can get keys. So you'll want to go get those keys, because keys are really hard to get a hold of in this game. So you'll want to do that for sure. That's actually usually one of the first things I do when I hear about this. So, well, at least I try. Sometimes I get distracted because it's easy to do in this game. Or by life. Also, Deuce's birthday is coming. Really soon too. So it starts on June 3rd and ends on June 9th. I believe this is the first time this card is coming to the mirror. You always want to take part in the birthday bashes when you can. One, because if you log in the day, and it has to be the day of their birthday bash starts. So for like Deuce, because his birthday starts June 3rd, you want to log in June 3rd because then you get a 10-fold key for free. So you want to make sure you do that. You want to get the key, all the free keys you possibly can. During the birthday bash, you don't need as much blooming honey to any cards of that character. So for Deuce's birthday, any of his cards that you need or want to level up, you won't need as much blooming honey to level any of his cards up, which is really great. Actually, maybe I could just show you. Let's see. Right here. Okay, so see these little arrows right here? You'll see that during the birthday event, and then if you go into card level, I already upgraded Bill's, so I can't show you. It will be for Deuce. You won't need as much blooming honey to upgrade Deuce's cards. Hopefully that wasn't too thorough. I always want to make sure if you are a beginner, things are crystal clear so you're not super confused or frustrated with the game, so that you can just enjoy the game and have fun. Two, I want to avoid and prevent people like me who were super confused by the game when I first played it. And it wasn't this big when I first played it. I actually started playing this game like a week or two after it came out. It took me a while to warm up to this game, actually. That's a long story for another day. But there were times I would pound my head up against a brick wall with this game. So I always wanted to prevent people like me to not have that experience so that they can just enjoy the game and not waste tons of time on the game trying to figure it out. So forgive me if I get into too much detail. I'm trying to help people out who are new. You can always skip ahead if you know all this already. That's the joy of YouTube. All right, back here. Oh, so for Deuce's birthday, it looks like we're not... Oh, maybe this is the card that's... I think I got that wrong, guys. This is the card I think that's coming for the first time, not the other one. Oops. Anyway, this card is coming for the first time for Deuce's birthday. And again, same dates. June through the 9th of June. All right, on to this event. Finally. So this event goes from June 2nd to June 11th. Ooh, that feels kind of like a short window. Okay. And it says here that part 1, so part 1 was released June 2nd. Part 2 will be released June 6th. And there are 2, so a lot of times, so listen up. Because a lot of people will get confused with this, because usually the first round, there are 3 rounds. But it seems like, don't quote me on this, because things can change, and Most of the time it's like this. Not always, but most of the time, and it seems like they've been keeping with this consistently. But mostly it says right here, so don't get confused. There are stamp missions, but there's only a round 1 and a round 2. So if you want to get all the stamp missions, make sure you keep an eye on that because there are only 2 rounds this time. Hopefully that's clear so no one's confused because I have seen in the comments before people getting confused by that. I do wonder why too, sometimes why they don't release things in 3s like they do the first time. I'm assuming it must be because it's a rerun, and so maybe they're trying to keep things short and sweet for people who played the game for a long time so they don't get bored. I don't know. That's just totally a guess on my side. I'm just a fan. The game does not sponsor me whatsoever at all. I wish they did because I love this game a ton, but they don't. But that's okay. I still have loads of fun anyway. During this event, if you haven't got them the first time, you can the second time get Lydia Lion Garb and Vil Lion Garb. And we'll go over how to get them towards the end. I always try to leave that for last. I always leave the best for last. All right, let's go over the mirror. So in the mirror right now, we have Deuce Lion Garb. So Deuce became available June 2nd, goes until June 11th. Something to take note if you're going to pull for Deuce. So in this section here, you only can pull for Deuce. So that's something to note if you want to pull for Deuce. You're only pulling for Deuce in this section of the mirror. Something else also to note with this card if you want to pull for it. So it has no vignettes. So if story is really important to you, that's something to keep in mind with this card. That's something you'll need to decide if it's worth it to you or not if it has no vignettes. Oh, something to also to know, if you do get Deuce, you can get extra paint in the Crafter's Gauntlet, which is nice. You also can get limited time furniture. So I'm really worried about getting this wrong, so I'm just going to read this out loud to you. So limited time furniture can be crafted by upgrading the vignette level of a limited time card. And then you can read these here if you want more information. By crafting Deuce's Sunset Savanna Arena, you can enjoy SSR Deuce Lion Garb, special motions, and voice lines. Limited time furniture can be crafted when room rank 8 or higher is reached. There is no time limit to craft limited furniture. Hopefully that was clear. You can read this over yourself if you're interested for better details than me telling you. All right, so on to if you want to pull for Leona and Alazam, you have to go here. So you can't pull for them here. You have to go here. Hopefully you saw pixie dust will come out where I'm tapping on the sides. So they're here in the mirror from, again, June 2nd to June 11th. I'm pretty sure these cards have vignettes, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, same thing applies to this section here. If you want Deuce, you can't pull for him here. You have to be here to pull for Deuce if you want Deuce. But if you want Leona and Alazam, you have to be in this section here. Hopefully that's clear. And then, too, it looks like you can get extra paint if you have them on your team in the Crafter's Gauntlet. All right, let's go over the stamp missions. So the stamp missions, they're actually in missions again, which is great. So all you have to do is click missions down below, and then right here, I can't click on it or you won't see it. It'll just take me straight to it. So right here, so if we click on that, which is great. I love when they do that because it just reminds you to complete the stamp missions. It's great. Especially if you want more gems or more keys. Too, so we'll go over this. This is a currency in the game, so you'll want to get as many of these as you possibly can. And then too, I always say with events, you want to get as many shards as you possibly can. All right, let's go over the guest room. Oh, so by the way, if you're new here, so right down here, the Crafter's Gauntlet, if we click on that. Usually with events, they always have a picture of where you can get the special materials to craft the limited time furniture. So if I want this limited time item to craft limited time furniture, right now it's Alazam right there. Most of the time they'll rotate through the characters in their special outfit for the event. Today it's Alazam. There will probably be another character tomorrow. But say you don't do that battle, you go into like, I don't know, library here, you won't be getting this item here. Hopefully that helps you out if you're new. You can only get it where they tell you where it is. All right, on to limited time furniture. So we have this here. Freestanding hammock, sweet, okay. Then we have tropical fruit assortment, nice. And then we have fairy bells. Ooh, I want more of those. I have plenty already. We have this right here, Savanna plant partition. We have this right here, lion rug. Then we have this right here, stone fountain. And then we have here, Gallicator Leona. Wonder why we have that again. And then we also have Lion Garb Leona. And then we have Beaded Upper Decor 2. Oh, why didn't I click on one first? And then Beaded Upper Decor 1. Trying to remember, I don't think we got flooring or wallpaper for this event. Let me look in storage real fast. Yeah, I don't believe for some reason they had flooring or wallpaper for some reason for this event. Not sure why. Of course, we might during round 2 get, although keep your eye out just in case on the guest room, because it's totally possible that we could get more limited time furniture for this event in round 2. So you'll want to keep an eye on that. All right, I might actually read this out loud to you because I'm worried about how to describe to you what you're supposed to do, because I already got these cards and I did all the requirements for the cards. So it will be easier for me to show you the tutorial than for me just to sit there and yak your ear off. So hopefully this works out. So, cloud calling on the Savanna, get blended drinks as lesson rewards. So I think any lessons you can get these, but don't quote me on that. Spend blended drinks to unlock story chapters. Complete stamp missions to earn rewards. Collect blended drinks to obtain limited time outfit cards. You can earn blended drinks in any of these, it sounds like. Limited time event story. Spend blended drinks to advance the story. You will earn beaded strings as you progress within the story. Blended drinks. Limited time outfit card duplicates are available after the card officially joins your roster. See notice for details. You can spend blended drinks and bead strings to buy limited time outfit event card duplicates and other items in the shop. So they show you this here. So something to keep in mind is that the furniture is limited. When this event is over, we'll also leave when this event leaves. So that's just something to keep in mind. So something you'll want to keep in mind with this event is that you'll need a lot of blended drinks. You'll be probably grinding for a lot of blended drinks. So this is great. This down here also, you can go into here to get to the stamp missions. And then you can also go to the shops for this event right here. So in the blended drinks shop, so I always tell everyone you want this item here. This item uncaps your SSR cards. This item is about as hard, if not harder, to get than tenfold keys. So you want to get this item here. Then too, I always suggest getting shards. Then everything else is kind of icing on the cake if you can get it. So then the shop right below it, so right here where I'm tapping. So this item right here, I already bought it, obviously. So this is a groovifying item. You cannot groovify Bill and Lydia Lion Garb without this item here. So you want to make sure you get this item, because once the event is over, this item leaves the shop and you won't be able to groovify Bill and Lydia without this item here. You want to groovify your cards. It helps like a ton, trust me. I actually have a card guide on my channel. When you're done with this, you can go check it out. And then everything else in this section here is kind of icing on the cake, but you want to make sure you get this item here. You can't use other groovifying items to groovify event cards like Bill and Lydia for this event. Oh, something else really handy with events like this, so see right here, this little treasure chest. So if I click it, this just kind of helps you keep track of everything that you're getting through the event. It's really nice to just see everything in one place. All right, on to everyone's favorite part of the events is how to get the cards. For this event, Lydia and Bill, Lion Garb. So I can't show you because I already have them permanently in my roster. I have their spell levels where they need to be. So down here, usually, there'll be a little square, and it will usually be the faces of Bill or Lydia. For this event, it should be Lydia and Bill's faces right here in a little square down here where I'm tapping. You can click on that and that will tell you what you need to do to get the card permanently in your roster. If it's like last time, I'm reading the Twisted Wonderland wiki. I love that thing. I'm always on that thing. All right, so it says on the wiki, so to get Bill Lion Garb, so the requirements to get him permanently in your roster is just clearing the entire story of Cloud Calling on the Savanna. Not too hard there, thank goodness. And then to get Lydia Lion Garb to join your roster permanently, you need to clear the entire story of Cloud Calling on the Savanna, and then you need to earn a total of 720 blended drinks to get him permanently in your roster. Oh, it also says, so I was right about that. Phew, I'm glad I remembered that right. So to upgrade both Lydia and Bill's spell levels, so let's actually go over there now. Hopefully I can at least kind of show you. So to upgrade their spell levels, so this section here, you need blended drinks to do that. So it says here with Bill, and this is information when the event first came out. So hopefully, and I'm betting it's the same the second time round. So Bill, you'll need a total of 573 blended drinks. And then for Lydia, you will need 990. Whoa, ouch. Was it that much? I don't remember that. I must have blocked it from my mind. Blended drinks. So hopefully that helps you out, especially where I can't show you. Something also that's really cool that they do with the events is they have these souvenir bundles. I already got it. I wanted it right away, so I ended up just getting it as soon as I could. You'll need to spend gems on it. I don't remember how many gems it was. It says here on the wiki that it cost 100 gems. So if you think that's fun, I think it's totally fun. So that's something that you might want to take advantage of because it leaves when the event is over. So comment below, who do you have to pull for? Do you have to pull for Leona? Do you have to pull for Alazam? Do you have to pull for Deuce? Are you excited for Deuce's birthday? Do you have to pull for one of Deuce's birthday cards? Comment below. Thanks so much for joining me today. And if you love this, you'll love the next one on screen. See you over there.